As a lifelong fan of the original Xbox, I always love when new accessories are released for the OG Xbox, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Eon XBHD plug-and-play HD adapter for the original Xbox. This device is a welcome addition to the original Xbox list of accessories because it's simply a plug-and-play device that you plug into the back of your OG Xbox that connects both via the video out as well as the Ethernet out. And this provides a comprehensive list of outputs for you. Not only do you get 2 HDMI outputs, you also get 3 Ethernet outputs, which means that you can connect up to multiple different Xboxes for System Link gaming. And finally, an optical audio out rounds out the package. The Eon XBHD retails in the US for $189.99, and I want to give a huge thanks to Eon for sending me out one of the Eon XBHDs for review today on the channel. Now, this device takes power from the Xbox itself. It doesn't require an external power supply, which is a nice touch, nor does it require a modded Xbox. Now, to be very clear, having a modded Xbox has nothing to do with the type of cable or upscaler that you use. So I just want to make sure that people understand that if you have a device like this or any type of component cable or any type of upscaler such as a RetroTink, there is no reason why you can't run that on a modded or a stock Xbox. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and do some quick tests. Now, first impressions when I connect up the Eon XBHD to my Crystal Xbox, which is a 1.4 model. This is a modded Xbox connected up to my 32-inch display here. The initial result is positive. It seems like the product works as advertised and things look quite clean. But as we dig deeper, we'll start to find there are some significant problems when it comes to the video quality of this device, and it's something that I don't really want to waste any more of your time on, so let's just go ahead and talk about it. My biggest issue with the XBHD is that the video output is unnaturally dark.
Give 'em hope. So smile, would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
As a great example, take a look at this cutscene from Halo 2. You can barely see some of the character models. It is unnaturally dark to the point where I believe there is some type of design flaw with this product. Now, of course, you may be wondering to yourself, MVG, this isn't really a big deal because I can just turn up the brightness on my television, or I can go into my OBS settings or my captured settings and just increase the brightness kind of after the fact or in post. And yes, you would be correct in saying that. However, the difficulty I have with recommending something like that approach is that the device claims to have the highest quality video signal, and that's simply not the case here. Something is being manipulated, something is being adjusted to bring the brightness levels down on this device. And before people tell me that maybe there's a problem with your Xbox, take it from me. I'm someone that has many different Xboxes in this household, including development kits, debug kits, overseas, Japanese kits, Australian kits, US, you name it. I've got them all, and I've tested every single one of these Xboxes with this device, and the result is exactly the same. And unfortunately, once you notice this for the very first time, every single game that you go back and take a closer look at, you realize it's just not quite right. For example, take a look at the title screen for Silent Hill 2 on the OG Xbox. The background is completely crushed, and as you continue to kind of go back and test your games, regardless of the display that you're on, you can notice that there's just something not right here. Now, moving on to some additional testing, I also tested Outrun 2 Coast to Coast 2006, and again, although this is a more bright game, it's kind of outdoorsy, it's got that summer Sega vibe to it, you can still notice, especially when you're driving through tunnels, you can see that the blacks are completely crushed, and this is very, very jarring. Another game that I tested was Conker's Live and Reloaded, and again, you can see the apparent differences in brightness between what is the Xbox HDMI on the right and the Eon XBHD on the left.
Well, there I am. Conquer the king. King of all the land. Who'd have thought that?
Now, some people might think that I'm being nitpicky about this, and look, I probably am being, and I may not be the target audience for something like this, because I do care about image quality, and I've certainly tested many different cables and devices over the years, some of them absolutely abysmal, including the Hyperkin pound cables, and these cheap $3 component cables from Amazon, to the exceptional, including the RetroTink 5X Pro, and of course the trusty component cables which still can look very good by themselves connected to a decent HD television. And the cream of the crop, I would say, is the Xbox HDMI solution. Obviously this is an aftermarket that requires modding, and this is not something that many people would be interested in. So I definitely get the use case and the business reason for something like the XBHD. But overall, I really expected this device to produce a visual output that was on par with a HD AV pack, the official HD AV pack from Microsoft. And what we have here, as you can see, this is Halo 2, and nothing has been adjusted. There's no post-processing, no filters, nothing has been applied. This is a direct feed capture from the device itself. And unfortunately, during the days of the OG Xbox, things like brightness settings and contrast settings were not always available. In Halo 2, there is no such option for you to increase the brightness or the gamma. Now, some games do have that option, but ultimately, if you're a streamer and you want to play, say, Halo 2 and you want to stream that to your audience, then you're going to have to come up with a different way to boost the signal to get some brightness out of it, including maybe add some type of post-processing filter or just adjust the settings on OBS itself. But ultimately, this product is something that I would never use personally. So my overall thoughts and opinions about the Eon XBHD is I can't recommend it to anyone right now. Unfortunately, the video quality is just of a standard where it's just not acceptable in my opinion. If you compare some games side by side, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Some games like Halo 2 look so dark that some parts of the game are simply unplayable. Also, a game like Doom 3, which I didn't test, obviously is a game that is probably going to be just bathed in darkness for the most part. Now, of course, for the average consumer, you're not going to be too worried about something like this because you can easily just go into your HDTV settings and update your brightness. Job is done. You've solved the problem. But I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't be getting this type of signal, this type of video quality out of a device like this. Something is happening to the video signal where it's just being reduced somehow, or it's just being dulled somehow. And I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I tested this on multiple Xboxes just to make sure that my Xbox wasn't defective, and I got the same result everywhere. I also tested a different capture card, just thinking that maybe my capture settings were incorrect. The same problem occurred as well. I also talked to some other people that are reviewing the product, and they expressed concern about the darkness as well. So with the price and the fact that the product, although it works, I think that it's just something that I can't recommend at this time. And hopefully Eon will take a look at this review and go back and maybe see if they can make some adjustments to it, potentially if there's a way to update the firmware. I don't know if that's something that you can do, but I'm here to basically say that this product probably needed a little bit more time in the oven to really flesh out some of these video quality issues, because as I mentioned, at this time of the making of this episode or this review, I can't recommend this product to anyone. My job really is just to give you guys a no BS review of a product for a game console that I've absolutely loved for many, many years. And that is really all there is to say. But if you guys like this episode, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.